Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. We're still in the Big Empty and we're looking for more upgrade chips. We're going to the Higgs village at the moment because that's pretty much, you know, the last thing we need to do before we go back to the think tank and tell the people, well, the brains over there, some ludicrous lies. We need to find those chips in this house here. All right. Door to number 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Where is it? Is it up here or is it down there? I'm guessing it's down there. Right, so, yeah, interesting. The tides have completely turned. The brains that we've been talking to are actually, where is it? Wait, is it up there then? What the hell is it? Right, it's right here. So it must be up there on the upper level. Yeah, the brains we've been talking to are actually sort of evil, really. And indeed they are, because they're lobotomizing everyone that comes by. Oh, wait a second, here we go. Oh no, there it is. Audio sample, giant tarantula. What? Energy cells. I haven't even been in this room yet. Interesting. Samples for the biological. A recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Alright. Let's go find the other chips. Back we go. Yeah, the brains are actually evil, and Dr. Mobius was trying to protect the outside world from them, because they would be unleashed on the wasteland and do all the horrible stuff there. So he actually reprogrammed them to think, you know, to keep looping and never getting any actual information about the outside world. That's in the botanical garden. Hopefully it's not gonna crash now. It likes to do that now. For some reason. Yeah, he reprogrammed them so they think they're still stuck in the, I don't know, previous times or whatever. And they're all completely crazy. Uh-oh. What the hell's going on? This place is spooky. It's right up there. Caution. Right, so is this up there or is this in here? Yeah, I'm guessing it's up there. Let's go up there. They're not gonna like me. That's for sure. There's more sander roots, which I don't need. Hello! Oh, it was this thing. Okay. Ugh. Bloody invisible walls. Yeah.
Was that all?
Take that, plant. Okay, where is it? The chip is over here. Apparently. Oh, there's another seed packet. Take it. Wait. Oh, that was the upgrade. Ah, jalapeno pepper and all that stuff. Return the samples to the sink. So that's it. Field research. Yep, that's all the stuff. Let's go back to the sink. Oh, yes, I can travel from here. Just please don't crash. Whether you're good, bad, or somewhere in between, all major communities and organizations and the blah blah blah. Alright, the sink first. We upgrade the stuff there, and then we go to the think tank and confront them. Oh, Muggy.
Oh, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
I did. Here, take whatever you want.
Oh, sweet fulfillment. I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
There we go. Process coffee mugs and dishes. Coffee mug removed. What did I get? 2 wonder glues added. 3 empty syringes. Alright.
You got some plans for me, don't you?
Yep. I command you to open your port and receive my seed.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Process seed. There we go. rock flour, jalapeno pepper. This is all still empty. I'm guessing it's gonna take a few days. I've also upgraded something else. The jukebox.
What's the haps?
I found a sound wave file for you.
Right on, Daddy-o.
Roboscorpion available for the sonic emitter and tarantula. Let's... the opera singer. No, I don't want that. Oh well. Right. So now we're gonna confront the think tank. And there's the Autodoc.
You require some additional services?
I'm feeling a little unwell. No. Let's see. Basic physical... get a haircut. Swap body parts. Place your heart back in your chest. Reattach your spine. See, I can do that. Let's quick save and see
You
what
require
happens.
some additional...
Swap body parts. Heart. You have lost the Heartless perk. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You are less resistant to poison, and robots are only somewhat confused by you now. But on the bright side, healing items are twice as effective. Oh, nice. 50%. Holy crap.
Commies have eyes everywhere, citizen. And that means they're not just commies. They're peeping toms.
That's pretty insane. Now I only have this spine to put back. There's my spine. Looks quite spiny. Activate tank. Here's your original self. Thanks to the information imparted by your own brain, oddly enough, you're now able to put your original spine back in your place. Back in the place. Based on the other tanks in the room, you can safely assume this is where your brain would be. Your original heart used to be floating in here. Oh, I can't put back the cybernetic heart. Oh.
You require some
Yes,
additional...
I do. Right. Swap body parts. Swap your heart for the synthetic version. Reattach your spine. You have lost the spineless perk. Your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso cannot be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold have doubled. Holy crap! That's lovely. Very nice. This is actually even better than before. We're buffed to hell and back now. Wow. I'm gonna keep this. Right, the think tank. This is gonna be an interesting confrontation. They're not gonna be happy. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all. Well, I am prepared, but why is everything red now? Whoa. Look at them all. Hello. Wow. They're kinda angry, I think. Hello.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain. Now you and I are going to settle things. I think you're past due for your lobotomy, Klein. You may not notice the pacification field is down. Guess what happens now? Yeah, I found my brain. Now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
You think I'm the lobotomite? No, for my skull houses the brain of Mobius! Mobius and I talked it over, reached an understanding. Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first. I can't let you dissect the Mojave or let you leave. I think you're past your lobotomy. You've noticed, I'm gonna do this. The brain of Mobius!
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
Nothing is impossible for science! Masons, lasers, atoms, brainwaves, all are at my command. Countless brain extraction surgeries exist, but only one implantation one from Mobius. Yeah. All are my command.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and I'll let you live.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this, for me. What? Permit you to do this? What? Go out?
Partner with you? My foe? My rival? My foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Wow, the music has changed to a creepy one. And your imprisonment. Leave the think tank. Well, I need to place my brain back, don't I? Where's your brain, I think it says. Yeah, your brain. Can we just... You cannot remove quest items from your inventory.
Thank you for what you have done. The helping, that is. We like that. I feel an odd emotion. Platitude? Attitude? No, wait. Gratitude. That's it.
Have they forgotten that I'm Mobius now?
Yes.
See what the others say. Hey, Dr. Dalla.
The teddy bear lobotomite returns. My teddy bear. How can I assist in relieving your curiosity?
You can't. Okay, so none of the others have anything to say, apparently.
So is Mobius as twisted as he looked in person? Can't believe you entered the Forbidden Zone and lived.
Yeah.
None of us can.
So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share? Oh, I'm going to need something to debug the Central Intelligence barter routines.
Sure, let's see. What can we feed that stupid personality chip? Ah, here we go. Some worthless bottle cats. These should do it. Just dump them on its surface, and the trade interface should pop up.
So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
Yeah, I, discovered more internal parts in the monitors here. If you could, hold on to my discovery, I'd appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it's the scrap electronics.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Alright, let's see what else I have to say. Ah. I don't think I can really repair him. You're welcome, mate. It was my pleasure. I'll be going now. And Dr. Boris.
The lobotomite who saved us. Hello.
I didn't save you. Blindly operate on any poor animals recently?
Why, yes. Although the term is research. Thank you. Look at these. They seem to be found inside some of the specimens here at Big Mountain. I notice these results more and more now that I know to look for them. Come back anytime, and I'll show you what else I've discovered.
Alright. Alright, let's leave Big Mountain. I thought I still had to use the operating thing to put my brain back in, but apparently that's gonna be done. Wait, we have 2 quest thingies. Leave the think tank. Oh, you can leave it through both things, okay. So I could go into the sink to see,
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant, and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The Sync continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Uh-oh. Ah, they have little pups. Little cyber pups. Well, he can't speak, so there we go. Okay. I don't speak dog.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sync sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Alright. Yeah, I've lost the brainless perk. Big brain perk. But some of the demands you had still cannot be crippled, but you are now 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved 10%. You've acquired the Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you and you alone between the Mojave Wasteland and the Big Mountain. To return to the Mojave or go back to the Big Mountain from the Mojave, simply equip the Transportal Ponder as you would any weapon, pull the trigger, and away you'll go. Know that it won't work in interiors or in combat situations, and is totally incapable of harming your enemies. Well, and we leveled as well. Well, before I do that, thank you very much for watching. This was definitely my favorite DLC by far so far. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.